it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. We have all these little bunnies and cats to continue underglazing, but I have a fun surprise. Yesterday, I went to this person's house and they had a bunch of slip molds for slip casting. And I was looking through them and I got a few things. I put the two that I got in this storage unit, so I don't really feel like getting them, but I have this one. This is actually a sprig mold. So there's only supposed to be the one side. And I mean, I guess if you really wanted to put slip in here, you could, but most likely what you're going to do is just take some clay and like smush it in there into the mold, make sure it gets into all these crevices. We've got an eggplant, like a bell pepper, radish, broccoli, and some carrots. These, it says they can be magnets. This is by Duncan. If anybody wants to check this out, they may, I don't know if Duncan still makes molds, but this is the code that you would need to get this exact one, 1741 by Duncan. It says 1993. Is that how old this mold is? I don't really know like a ton about molds. These are the first molds that I've gotten, so I'm super excited. These ones you could use as magnets, but you could also, like, once you get it out of the mold, you could like put it on a cup or something, or like, I mean, it's kind of big to put that on there, but like you could put this on things on top of your other ceramic projects. So yeah, so this one's really cute. The other ones that I got, one of them is just, it's very plain. There's nothing like, there isn't like a style to it, but it is a gravy boat. Very like modern kind of gravy boat. And I like that it doesn't really have any kind of specific details to it, because then I can just like add things to it like this, or like I can underglaze it in different colors, like a lot of different things. And then the other one is, well, I don't really know what it is. It is like an oval, but if an oval was cylindrical, so maybe a vase. I don't know. It's fairly big. It's like this big, and it's like this tall. And it's kind of cute. It has kind of like a cottagecore look. It has little like, around it, it has kind of like flowers and leaves. And then in the center, it has like a mommy bunny and like some baby bunnies. And it's kind of cute. So they're only $2. If you buy molds off eBay or Craigslist, they can range between people literally don't want them and you're mostly just paying for shipping, to maybe like $50 or more plus shipping. And even this thing, which is not very big, this is pretty heavy. I don't know how heavy I would say this is. Maybe 4 pounds? I don't really know. It's like pretty heavy. So like anything substantial, like for a like a mug, it's gonna be pretty heavy. It's made out of plaster, and it is like, it's a bit heavy. Just so you know. That's why, I mean, I've tried to kind of like look at ones on like eBay and stuff, and the shipping, I've seen it pretty frequently be like $50 to ship it. Also, plaster is a bit on the fragile side. Maybe you could see on that one that I showed, it has like some scratches and dents and stuff. But I don't know, I think it's fine. If there's anything wrong with it, it was $2, so that's, really not that bad at all. But yeah, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. Super common for somebody's family member maybe has to move into a care home, once they get to a certain age or something, and family members are just left with like hundreds of like slip molds, and they'll just be like, just come and look and buy it if you want, get this off my hands. I've like found that one Facebook listing, and now it's just like sending me a bunch of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, holy cow. Yeah, I've never done any slip casting. I would like to do some, eventually. I think if we did, molds for like these trinket dishes, that would be pretty cool. That would be it would be it'd be a bit faster. I guess these don't really take like that much time to do. I think more of the time is in like underglazing them, but save a bit of time, and they would be a lot more cohesive. Because slip molds are pretty big, I don't really want to be like making a ton, because I really don't have that much space right now for like the molds. Can you stop that? He's just digging for some reason. But yeah, I'm like kind of excited to like try the little magnet one. Of course, like people can make their own molds too. But of course, whatever. So you have like a final size, and then when you make a mold of that, your replicas are going to be smaller. So it's just kind of like good to note before you start making them. Also, it is extremely hazardous to try to do a plaster mold of any of your body parts. So don't do that. Because when the plaster is like setting, I think it's like it heats up extremely like very hot or something. So like I don't know, like I just like heard this somewhat recently that somebody was trying to do like a plaster mold of their hand, and I think they like lost their hand or something. Just like like crazy, like what kind of scenario. So do not put plaster on your body. I definitely could see somebody like, trying to just like make a plaster cast of your hand, like, but don't do that. You'll have to do like some other kind of thing. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I keep like, I don't know what I want to do about it, but the gravy boat that I got, it actually needs 3 parts. And I'm like, of course, like when we were carrying them back to the house, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because, like, I could see through to Jason's shirt as he was, like, carrying it, like, against his shirt. And I was like, wait. I was like, I shouldn't be able to, like, see your shirt right now. And I was like, oh my god, the bottom is missing. It's really common for, like, slip cast, like, molds to have 2 parts, but sometimes they can have more than that. Just depending on how the person made it. And I was like, oh my god, we're missing the bottom. And I'm like, I don't even know if this lady has the bottom. And I just, like, there were a lot of things. There's just stacks and stacks and stacks of molds that we were, like, looking through yesterday. And I literally don't know if I saw it or not, and I just, like, accidentally put it to the side or something. I don't know. And I'm just like, do I want to, like... This is not even in Portland. It's in Vancouver, so I'm like, do we want to go to Vancouver again? We were, like, just there. It took us, like, 40 minutes to drive out there. Or maybe 30, I don't know. So I'm like, and I bet you if I ask the lady, she's gonna be like, I have no idea if there's a bottom. Because, like, most people that have the slip cast molds, they're not selling it because it was theirs. They're selling it because, like, somebody else kind of just left it to them for different reasons. So I'm like, oh, great. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so lazy. But I'm like, how lazy am I? Am I just going to, like, not? I mean, because we could go all the way back and then, like, she doesn't have it. You know, like, we're not, like, guaranteed to find the bottom. Or, like, I might need to... I feel like I could... I don't know. I feel like I could just, like, make something work. But... I also feel like I would probably never do that. Or, like, bother to try to figure out, like, something to get it to work. I don't know. And we're gonna be gone this weekend, so, like, if it was a weekend, I really wouldn't care. But the only time that we have, like, because we're flying out to Michigan this Friday. So the only time I could go over there is, like, is after work. And that's when, like, traffic is super annoying. I don't know. Like, that's why it took so long to get there, is because it was the traffic from everybody leaving work. But it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to be like, hey, can I come over to your house at, like, 7 or 8 o'clock at night? Like, like, that's kind of weird. Let me see. We're doing the little nose. So let me do the little nose in some pink. My camera is very not straight, so let me just kind of move this around. You know, I think I want the smaller brush. Where is Oh, I did, I did a bit off the stream, so I think other than like maybe some of the eyes, some of these have like maybe like one more coat than they did earlier. So now we have 3 coats for this bunny that we're working on. Actually, let's do the eye. Add some to the eye before I start working on something else. I don't know, I just need to like kind of move the camera a little bit out of my way so I can see. You know, I could ask Jason to go to this lady's house and see if that other mold is there. But I feel like he would be extremely annoyed. The molds are like, I really didn't look. Because it was all like, I don't know, it was all very overwhelming with like how many things there were just everywhere. I'm gonna do this one too. We'll do the eye and the nose. But the like slip molds, if they have multiple parts, oh wait, no, I think it's, oh wait, I think what I'm thinking of is like if they're 2 separate molds, so like one mold is for a lid and then the other mold is for like the rest of like the jar. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. So those ones will have like a something that indicates how many pieces like go together in that way. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure that is indicated by little dots. So like on one of the sides of the mold, it will like have like, if there are 2 parts to it, it'll have like 2 dots. But I think that's only if it's not like supposed to combine together as one mold. So I don't think the gravy boat will have that. I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. I don't know if there's like a way that indicates like if it's part of a set. So we did all the noses. I think those are good. Let me see, do I have another sticky for 3 coats? Okay, I just want to put that one down for that nose. Let me wash my brush off. I really don't have very many tiny brushes. Anyway, I don't think there's anything. I don't know if there is anything that like indicates like a set, like sometimes they have like what is it? It's like coffee grounds, flour, sugar, like containers. And they might all have like a matching theme. I don't know if there's anything that indicates if it's like part of a set or not. But people might, like, if you just, like, find random molds, and it doesn't say anything on it, it might be, like, a handmade mold. Like, some random person made it instead of, like, some company making it. That is possible. Let's see. Let's do a coat of white, and then do, like, the brown and then the black. These two white ones, the bunny and the cat, those are done. And then how did I do the bunny's face for that one? Oh wait, I have to figure out how I want to do the bunny's eye on that one, because I haven't had one where I did white on white yet. I don't know about that. I don't know if we'll work on those in the stream. Because I am not entirely sure what I want to do there. Let me see, maybe we'll go like this way with the brush strokes. I really don't know much about like buying slip molds. Like I know Duncan is still like around. They're still making what do they make? It's like Underglazing or something, or like I don't know. They make like some ceramic stuff. I don't know if they still make molds. I was watching a video and Georgie's used to make molds, but they don't anymore. So some of them you might only be able to find certain things on like, you know, like used ones on like Facebook or like eBay or something. But you can buy new molds. As far as I've seen, right now, I have not seen like, there are like a few, like people that make new molds on Etsy, but as far as I've seen, there aren't very many people. You never know when like more people will pop up on there though. But there are like certain like websites where you can buy molds from. This one, I asked Reddit, the ceramic Reddit, like where you can get new ones, and they gave me this like really old website, and I was like, what is this? And it's like so weird. I'm sorry, I don't even know what the website's called, but it has like, it's super old, and like some of them, it doesn't even have pictures of what the mold makes or of the mold. Like there are no pictures, and it just has like a title of like horse sculpture prancing or something. It's like really generic. And you're like, why would I buy this if I don't even know what it looks like? But that's only some of them. Only some of them like don't have a photo. That just happens to be like this one place. I don't know how many places like actually will sell you new molds. But it is super weird. And it's like you have to go through these weird online catalogs instead of just like the website showing you what's available. I don't know. The whole thing was really weird looking and sketch. There's not, I don't really want to say there's nothing wrong with buying used molds. People definitely do that. The thing about used ones is, for one thing, there could be some kind of like hole or something in it, and like if it leaks, then like I don't know, what are you gonna do if it leaks? I don't know if there's like a way to like fix it or something, because I really don't know much about these, but I feel like that wouldn't be good if it was leaking. I don't know if there's a way you can just like fix it or something, but they can definitely kind of I mean, some molds are super super old. They've been around for a long time, and they might have like scratches and like I don't know, maybe chunks missing out of the design. There's that possibility. Most people that sell molds on like eBay or whatever, or even Facebook, most of the time they don't even show you like what it makes with it, like a finished piece of the mold being used. So you can't really see if there are any, like, it's kind of hard to see if there are any issues. So I think it's just kind of like, I don't know, try to be careful when you're buying, and I don't know, I just feel like the used ones, like anything used, could come with like maybe some problems, some wear and tear on them. But people definitely do like use slip molds for like decades. Definitely depends on like how well they've been like carefully used, or if they've been like thrown around. I mean, just like anything though. But yeah, I think it's like pretty cool. You do have to, as far as I've heard, you have to have like, you can't just water your clay down to be used as like for slip casting. I've heard that you're supposed to like have like a certain formula for it. Like, I don't know, I think something else is like added to it other than water to make it good for slip casting. I don't know what that is. That is just kind of like, I don't know, I think I heard that like somewhere. I can't remember where. But like when I go to Georgie's, I see that they have like bags of like slip casting clay next to their other clay and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what that like special thing about it is, but I'm sure you definitely look it up if you're super interested. Or I frequently ask the ceramic subreddit all kinds of questions. They are very nice, very helpful. And like they get it. Like, they get people, like, there are a million things to know about doing ceramics. And I feel like everybody that does ceramics, like, knows that. So I feel like everybody is pretty nice about answering questions and things. I know some parts of Reddit can be very rude. Like, people on Reddit are typically really rude, but the ceramic one is, like, the people on there are really nice. There's ceramics, r/ceramics or r/pottery. I feel like they're kind of like the same. They probably, for the most part, really just have, like, the same people on them, I think. I don't know. Let me see. I think we just need to go over here. And then I'm just going to dab some over here, and then I'll get my smaller brush to kind of go in that spot. Just kind of like focus a tiny bit while I get this spot. I also need to go up here, like at the edge of the cheek, and like get this over here. This is going to be kind of like I think it'll be pretty close to like an actual calico's colors. This brown is very light and orangey. It's really pretty. Okay, and then we'll just need to get the sides. Let me switch to the other brush, get the sides. Okay, I'm just trying to be really careful not to get these colors. Okay. No, I think I kind of want to make sure that we got the side, or like the rim of it too. It seems kind of sketch, but I see like some people on Instagram, they kind of want to see what, like how the underglaze will turn out. Because it won't look this, dull after it's fired with the clear glaze. Now, it will look a little bit different if you use a clear glaze or if you don't. The glaze will make it look a little bit more saturated than if you don't, maybe kind of like, kind of like a little bit of a lighter look. I think it'd be still darker than this though. You can leave it unglazed. But I've heard, I'm kind of scared to like try it, but I've heard if you kind of want to see how it will look, to just kind of like, I don't know, I've seen people like just very quickly run it underwater, like after it's been underglazed, before it's been glazed, they'll run it underwater and then the colors darken, and supposedly that's basically how they'll look after it's been fired. I don't know if that is like, I don't know how accurate the color is comparing it like that. I feel like it's like really scary to do, because if you have let me just like clean off my brush real quick, because if you put too much water on it and like the underglaze will rub off. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like kind of asking for trouble. But supposedly that's something you can do if you really want to like see how the colors will turn out. I don't know if I'll ever try that, maybe, but I kind of feel like maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I would just like put it like, just kind of like dab some color onto some bisque piece just to like see how it looks, not like, you know, oh, I spent like hours putting underglaze on it and now I just like accidentally ruined it kind of thing. But yeah, I think that sounds pretty interesting, because sometimes I don't have the color that I want, and I just like make a random mix, and I'm just like, okay, let's just hope that this turns out right. Sometimes I will kind of put them on like little test towel kind of things, but that's really like, you know, then you have to wait for it to come back, and then it's like, oh, okay, like, well, if it's not the right color. Once you get it back, then it's like, oh, okay, let me just keep testing this every few months. That's part of the why it took me so long to finish the turtles, because I would buy some new green underglazes, and I wanted to test like how exactly they would look on my clay. And I would get the test file back and be like, okay, that's not anything near what I wanted. Let me just buy some more underglazes and do that. And like the second time it still didn't turn out. And then I was like, okay, well, what if I mixed, like colors, like, oh, half of this color, half of that color. What does that turn out to be like? Or like if I added like a third of yellow to the mix. And like it took me this was like months of me like doing this, because I only get things fired when I have pieces ready to be fired, and that's not often. Yeah, that took like so long to do, but I mean, it's definitely an option, but I kind of am wondering, I might try that out. If I'm mixing things, like particularly when I was making the pancakes, I was like you can't get that color wrong, like the color needs to be just right to be like the color of a pancake or the color of the little pat of butter on it. And I really just mix something up and hope for the best with that one. But it really is nice when you can just find colors that work right out of the jar, and you don't have to do any mixing. Super nice. whenever I do mix underglazes for certain projects, I have like a notebook and I keep track of what I'm doing. So I'll be like, okay, for the pancake trinket dish, I used these colors. We have, you know, like whatever it is, a half of this color, half of this color, or maybe I did like 3 colors and we did like 1/3 kind of like a ratio. So like no matter like how, and this is just eyeballing it when I put it down on the whatever palette to like mix it up. I'm just kind of eyeballing the ratio sizes. But it's, I mean, I don't know, it's better than not not keeping track of it at all. I don't know how other people do this. I don't know. I feel like I always do like some really weird thing and then people are like, why do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's see. I think this could be like a good thumbnail shot. Okay, just trying to be really careful on the edge of this. Okay. So we did the sides for those ones. We just have to do the side for this one. Okay. All right, so that is 3 coats done for this cat. Okay, let me put this down. Let's see, what do we have here? I think we'll go back to our little black and white bunny, a little Dutch. Again, we already did the black coats for this little guy. We just need to do the white and the pink nose. And then finish the eye when we do like, when we finish all the other spots. Let me see, my big brush. I don't know why my camera is so like, it's kind of like tilted, but there's not really anything I can do unless I like tilted my wear board, maybe. So we have 3 coats. That would be like maybe that, and then do like, I can't remember. I feel like we already did like a diagonal, but I'm not really sure. just switch to the other brush. Which one should I get? Maybe this one. Sometimes it's like, it takes me like so long sometimes to like figure out how I want underglaze things. But it's so nice to have like some go-to things. Like, I don't know, it's really, like if I just have like a, I don't know, like a plain little ring dish or something, like it doesn't have, it's just round, it doesn't really have a shape, then it's like, oh my gosh, like what should I do? But so nice to just have kind of like a good like go-to shape or something that is really easy, like, oh, like let's do this pattern for a bunny, or like that pattern. But like, oh my gosh, sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know how long these have been sitting here. I have like a bunch of bisqueware that has just been like sitting here for like months. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'll think of what to do with it later. Or I don't know. Okay, let's get the tiny brush. I don't know. Sometimes I just get like overwhelmed. I'll just like get kind of stuck. And then I just like, and then I end up firing whatever pieces I have, and I'm like, okay. Back to making more things instead of like decorating all of the bisque that I have. Okay, let me like turn this again. Okay, let's get a little foot here. Okay. And we have to do the sides. So let me get this slightly larger brush. Let's see, how should I pick this up? Okay. Can't remember how many coats we have on this one's nose. Where is... Okay. Switch out the little tags there. We have 10 minutes, so let's see. I think we could do some noses after I wash this brush off. Oh my gosh. This is like, I can't remember what it is. Okay. Just dab the small amount of underglaze off of this one. I know you might be looking at this horrific looking cat. I was thinking about mixing some green for the eyes. I just put like a quick coat of white down because it's not going to be like a super bright green, just kind of like, I was thinking about mixing my green with some white. So I just need to get to that first. But he has these weird little like trance eyes. You know, like in like cartoons when someone's like under a trance or something. Yeah, so I just need to get to doing that. And then, yeah, I was gonna do this other cat over here. I was gonna do one green eye, one blue eye. I thought that'd be really cute. Just have to get to mixing that color. Maybe I'll test it and put that color under some water and see how it looks. And then we could put some white on this one's eye. I don't know, we could put some noses on the new ones, maybe. These two little white ones over here. I don't know. It's just gonna be like, it is gonna be a bit hard to see because it's really hard to see this pink once it dries, when it's on top of a white. So I don't know if I should do that now. I kind of feel like I should do it later maybe, but I don't know. Okay, let me just kind of like move this a little bit so I can see this a little bit better. Okay. I don't know, we still have like a bit of time. Oh, you know what I've seen that is really great looking? If anybody is one of those people that makes garlic graters, I've seen people use those for washing their brushes. So either, you know, if you have like watercolor paint on your brush, or if you have like underglaze or glaze on your brush, to get like a, you know, like lots of like ceramic people make garlic graters, and you put some water in there, and then you can just like swoosh your brush around in it, and it'll just kind of give it a little bit of that, like a little bit more of that kind of like resistance that you want to like to knock the stuff like out of the bristles. I have not made a garlic grater yet, but I kind of want to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure if you just like search that on Instagram, I'm sure there's tons of people that are doing ceramics that have made those. I don't know if that is something you can buy at the store. I feel like the store ones are like garlic presses, and it's like a entirely different thing. Let me bring my other cat over here to kind of reference where the nose should go. Let me see. I don't know. How should I kind of want to move the camera like out of the way. But I'm trying to like I'm trying to like see where the nose is supposed to go. Like I know where the nose is supposed to go, but like I don't want to put it like too high or too low or anything. Kind of here-ish. I think that's pretty good. Let me just like fill it in. It's a little small. I think that's pretty good for the nose. All right, let me see. Okay. All right. Let me cover this up and wash my brushes. And that is our stream for today. Again, Friday, the stream will be canceled. I'm just gonna be cleaning things up and getting ready for our flight. Also, like next week, the stream will be canceled. And then Labor Day is the Monday after that. But I will be back September 3rd with our next stream. I have no idea what we're gonna do, but I don't know. These might still be in progress. I guess I don't really know. So be sure to follow along if you're watching on Twitch, so you know when I come on for videos. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist with over 200 videos to watch. So it's over 200 hours. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what number we're on. We're number like 203 or 4 or something. I don't know. But like, isn't that crazy? This is like so much. And I started this just about a year ago. But yeah, I think that was really cool. So thank you so much for being here, supporting the Twitch or YouTube channel. Be sure to follow along, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.